Welcome back to Kurt's Corner here at the lavish Broad Ripple Tavern in Indianapolis. With me again is Dave Hagan. I'd like to thank RP Lux and you are the stunt coordinator for RP Lux?
That's not correct. I am the managing broker of RP Lux Residential.
My mistake.
Sometimes it does require some stunts, but yes. So that is my official title.
Very good. Well, thanks again for joining us.
Thank you.
Even if you won't be doing any backflips or somersaults.
Not today.
All right. Last week didn't go as well as divisional round week. The Denver and Carolina both overcame in a low-scoring game. Denver beat New England, and Denver's defense really came into play. And I didn't know that they had it in them to beat Tom Brady quite like that.
Yeah, it really wasn't that close, in my opinion.
The score made it much closer than it was. Right. A touchdown game in a game where touchdowns were difficult to come by is not necessarily a real close game. And Carolina beat Arizona. Cam Newton really had his way, doing whatever he wanted to do. He's proven that he can throw into those NFL tight windows, not like he was throwing in Auburn where guys were just wide open. He was throwing it deep. The option is really working, and it's tough to tackle a guy who's 6'5", 260.
Yes, and he's athletic, he's big, he's fast. There's no question he's physically a fantastic player. I know a lot of people are getting after him for his dancing and antics, but whatever, it's part of the show. That's fine.
When you're 15-1, you can do a lot of things.
Dance.
You're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Certainly, if they would have put out some sort of Super Bowl shuffle type video, he'd got some more criticism.
Right.
But in the meantime, go ahead and dab your way and Superman, and go ahead and do your thing, Cam. He's certainly going to be the MVP of the league. I don't think it's all that close. And this week, he gets to really prove it. He gets to step it up and see if he gets to move into that elite quarterback stage. However, Peyton Manning, the guy you picked last week to win, is going to try and stand in his way. If Manning can come up with a second Super Bowl with a second different team, this would really elevate him to legendary status.
I agree. It would shut up almost all, not all, because you're still going to get the, oh, well, he should have done this, he should have done that. Well, there's all but what, about 3 guys ever that could have done that, that can even come close to matching him. So I know there's a lot of talk about him, oh, just don't turn the ball over, just manage the game, all this. I think if he could get some support around him, the problem is not him, in my opinion, it's their offensive line. If they can hold up and keep people off of him, he can pick anybody apart. That's
in addition with the offensive line, it's got to be the running game too.
Yeah, I agree with that only because I just don't think his receiver core is that strong. I know he's got Thomas, he's got Sanders, but they're a little inconsistent. This isn't the same guys he's been throwing to, 10 years ago or 3 years ago, for that matter.
Well, those guys are good. Demaryius Thomas has had some drops. Emmanuel Sanders is a nice deep threat, but these guys are not Reggie Wayne and Marvin Harrison for sure.
No, or Dwight Clark or all those guys.
Right, absolutely. So this week I am going to go with the defense. I think this would be, you can talk about John Elway's Super Bowl titles as a quarterback, but really with the free agents that he signed on defense and bringing in Emmanuel Sanders, he can really put his stamp on a legacy as an executive in this league, and that would be a big one for him.
It would, and I'm obviously going to go with Denver, just as we all know. I already said I'm a Peyton homer, and so I'm pulling for him huge, and I would love to see him win and then call it a day. That would be a great way just to finish on top, be done. So I'm hoping for that. Carolina's going to be strong. I'm going to play the inexperienced card. Not a lot of those guys have been in this situation. Almost all of Denver has. So,
well, I'm old enough to know better than to go against you.
Thank you.
So I will also go with Denver. I'm going to pick them to win. If you want to take the points, go ahead. Quickly, the Pro Bowl. It got a 5.6 rating, which is pretty good. Sponsors are still there. People are still watching. I didn't watch it. They tried to dress it up by making it this schoolyard game where you pick teams. Any interest in the Pro Bowl? Did you watch?
I watched none of it. It just, like you say, when you know you're not getting the full effort from everybody, it's kind of well, we guess we have to do this. All the other sports have an all-star game, so we'll have an all-star game too. I get it, but when you're already, the top 6 guys at any one position don't show up, so we're stuck with, well, who's willing to show up for the game at all, and it kind of loses its punch. So.
Agreed. Hopefully the NFL will figure out some way to make that more watchable, get guys to show up. I don't know what it's going to take. People have off-season surgeries and that sort of thing, so now they're not showing up. Guys are going to the Super Bowl, and now it's a collection of the pretty good players
Right.
that are in the league, the above-average guys.
Right.
That's not what anybody wants to see.
No.
Now, take a free vacation to Hawaii and enjoy it, I guess.
Oh, absolutely. I would go, but no one's going to pick me on their team.
Yeah, well, there are no stunts to perform, I guess, out there. So appreciate it. Thanks again for joining us, Dave and I, here at Kurt's Corner. Hope to see you at Broad Ripple Tavern sometime soon, and enjoy the big game.
Okay, good.
Nicely done.
Excellent again. Now, what I'm thinking